Alright, that's all. There's not going to be much pre-stream. Because, oh, wait. Yes, there is. Because I forgot to do one thing. I have to rejoin the lobby. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I gotta change my Windows settings so it's easier to capture. You gotta do that borderless mode. Hello, T-Spin. Oh, what are you typing? What are you typing, young man?
I was not typing anything. Your chat is chat is fun. Hello, how's it going?
First time chat from Tommy Gun 329. The other 328 are not here, but I'm glad to see that you are.
Tommy Gun. So we have the Enos in chat. Let's
yep,
hope,
all the Eno players.
Every single.
That's
all
every
of
one
them.
of them.
All the 3 Eno players are there today to watch
SlashGordon
fight TalesofJade.
We gotta see SlashGordon. Unfortunately, not called Reload Gordon or even AC Gordon. So he's clearly playing that specific version a lot.
That's true. That's true.
I'm Melody. Oh, that's you.
Melody.
Yeah.
Melody.
Alright, so I'm gonna turn myself on to spectator mode random. It's not like anybody else gonna play this shit.
Wait a minute. I should check if I'm on spectator.
You are.
I am. I was preemptively on spectator.
Alright, you're good to go. We're just gonna start it. I don't care. I don't need formalities. These are both very strong players. One of them has even played the game.
Wait, what do you mean? The other one that hasn't?
Well, you know, at least one of them is confirmed to be playing the game. No, SlashGordon's a very, very good Eno player, and TalesofJade is one of the best Haas players we have in NA. Like he's around that level of like Phantom, right? Where it's very, very strong with this character.
Yeah.
Right,
I'm playing like a lot of different people online and posting them sets, so other Haas player can study it.
Yeah, so let's watch the round start. 2S, nice safe poke. Immediately they are both full screen, trying to build momentum. Oh, SlashGordon gets in the block. That's what you want.
Yeah, but no one gets the knockdown yet. Oh, Gordon going in.
Ooh, catches the gunblades. He's like, I'm ready for that. No being cheeky here. Ooh, big Jage. Overhead. Yeah, I think Gordon just naturally safe there because he kind of knew Haas really can only even jump after that. He gets a little bit of frame advantage, but no real combo. Without me.
That's true. I think TalesofJade, like doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
level
was
2
already level 2.
Okay. Very standard frame trap. Nice. Good FRC and the block head buster to maintain some more advantage. Oh my god.
Again with the 6H gets
dude on wake up? This guy's like 6H wake up. Let's go.
I'm assuming he was expecting a throw or trying to throw TalesofJade.
He was on commentary. I am joined by T-Spin, my favorite illegal Tetris maneuver. They banned that in tournament, but unfortunately he is here.
Unfortunately, I am here, and SlashGordon taking the first round while I'm getting truly insulted.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, nice! Good anti-air. So Haas anti-airs are generally restricted to, in most situations, either an air throw or a CS if they're really low. That was a really good pickup from that close fire.
Jade going in this time.
Alright, yeah, this is the damage, the life deficit's pretty big. So let's see if Gordon can tie it up here. Nice clash! Oh, big call out! This is damage too, ooh! Oh! I don't know. It wasn't really a mix-up, but it worked. It's very good.
It was a burst bait, but...
Oh, get me out of here! I'm flying!
Oh my
I'm spending all my meter!
Moving all around the screen.
Nice jump IB. Oh no! He wants this round. Momentum. Oh! That could cost him.
Oh my god!
He's staring. Oh, he backdash. He's like, okay. He can't combo off this overhead, so I'm gonna just backdash and try and maintain distance. Alright, next hit's gonna take it. Yep. Run up DP.
The classic. And he had RC to just cancel it.
Oh, hang on everybody. I'm being called.
It's okay. While T5 is getting called, I'm gonna commentate all this shit. TalesofJade going in like the madman he is. going high. Nothing too much to worry about. As you can see, Tails is very patient on neutral, but knows when to go in. This crossed up! Ah, that was crazy! Oh yeah, and what's funny about this matchup is that Eno just curse up, just all throughout. Not enough to kill, but that throw will be enough, and that's 1-0 for TalesofJade. That's just the first match. This crazy. What's going on right now? They will fight. Like we said earlier, it's the first to death. But really, it's just the first to 7. But it's okay. And the intros. There's Skip. They just want to fight right now. That's not Fafnir. I was about to call it Fafnir. Going low. That jump FD from Jade has not worked out that well. Gets clipped by 6H a lot. Oh, misses up the conversion. I think it was a little too far from the corner. And lets the opportunity from Slash. Try some BS yet again. Trying to cut Tails mashing. He ain't mashing shit. Keeping the burst, but gets air throw instead. The cross up. Will Slash burst? No. I don't think you want to burst right now. Oh! Exactly why. If Slash would have bursted right there, he would have he's burst baited hard by TalesofJade. I think that was also burst bait attempt from SlashGordon. Tails going in. Oh, and that Fafnir, this hit is just so satisfying. Trying to bait something from SlashGordon. And T5 is coming back.
Who won the first one?
This. TalesofJade.
So it's 1-0, right?
Yep.
I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
I like speed ran unpacking. We're good.
They.
Oh, what a dead angle. Cross up, good block. Oh no, the low crush. Awooga. Ow, my life.
Oh my god.
Get me out of here. Okay, that burst. Oh. Why is 7 the death number? That's because one of the people playing the set says like I'd like to do a first to 7. That's why.
But last time that first to that just lasted 42 games.
Yeah, it was literally
it was literally the player got bored. They were like, I'm out. Good night.
How many that was like 2 hours of just Chip Abba, right? Like how
absolutely.
How long can you watch Chip die in one hit or Abba never playing, right? Like,
for 2 hours, and it was still entertaining at the end.
It was good, yeah, it was awesome. It's just huge.
I don't understand.
Oh no,
just
he's
like oh no!
Counter! Yeah, he's gonna take that. I'm gonna worry about it. Oh, yo!
And that works.
Is that technically a Guts Crush? The JP?
Hey. Ooh, that force slash.
So it's looking pretty good for TalesofJade early on.
Early on, yes. Let's see if SlashGordon will adapt.
Yeah, we have to see, right? You know. Ooh! Whoa! What is 6 speed? Get to your stride moment? Oh, did that JP just avoid that? Never mind. I'm a hater. I'm a big hater right now. Oh, JP hater. Let's go.
Going in.
Yeah. Okay. This burst is more or less his last. Wow, the RC. Whoa, that was weird looking.
Never mind.
Nice pickup.
Going in.
Just please help me. Oh, that beat that? What?
Oh,
I'm surprised he had time to block that. I thought that was gonna catch the backdash for sure.
Me too.
Oh, 2D!
Not over. Oh, so it actually crossed Slash.
Oh my god. Actual left-right moment. Slash wins, I will ban Haas forever. You have no authority. No offense, guy that organized this.
If Slash
Wow,
win, I will
Ranmaru,
ban
no,
House.
Ranmaru, I was kind of with you until the second part of that one. It was almost, it was pretty close. That's like a 50%.
Oh.
50%. Ooh, nice JP.
Oh
no!
Conversion, that's unfortunate.
It's okay though. SlashGordon's gonna run this back. Gotta believe him. Oh, he tried to slash back there. I know what you're doing. I know what you're up to. Oh, nice. FRC.
Jump D. Nah, he was ready with
DP. Got a
DP. Oh, and that conversion will hurt.
Nice pickup. Yep. No black beat.
Oh.
Look at that.
Gets the knockdown as well.
That was sick. Oh no.
There's something sneaky though, but didn't seem to work.
Oh, oops. What are the blocks?
Ay. Oh
no, he was so close.
Indeed.
He was so close.
Like, we can tell about TalesofJade actually adapting to SlashGordon, because that first game was actually pretty close when you went and do some
when I had to go unpack. Yeah, I missed like the defining like oh no, like, I'm ready to throw that now.
I think SlashGordon messed up the FRC.
Oh, we're gonna RC the dive just to keep those plus frames. Oh,
yes.
Counter hit recovery, very arbitrary thing in this game.
Good dead angle on Tails of Jade.
I saw that 6H start up. Oh.
Yeah, and I think that DP was because SlashGordon has been doing 6H quite a lot after Bandit Revolver.
Jump throw! Wow, he was smart. He was looking for a burst, I think. He was looking for a burst. Get me out! Let me leave!
Oh my god, they just push moving off the screen!
Wait, oh my god. Wait. FD, no! That's such a good move! Oh, the JDs!
I think that was the DP attempt from TalesofJade. Slash was really lucky on this one.
Oh, blocks the overhead. 5K. Oh my goodness. Okay, OTG Rocket. Not the best, but you know. Damage. Throw invincible. Gotta watch out with your wake up throws. Generally, it's good to try and block it out for the early. Oh, no.
Where's the burst? Is there gonna be a burst?
Oh.
Nah. Slash chooses to keep his pride. I respect
Horror right now. Oh, TalesofJade.
He just want to end it. Like right now, it's the first of that. He's gonna kill Slash.
Right? I don't know, man. Hang on. We never lose faith.
That's true. It is like quite a lengthy set, so the adaptation is always something that you cannot forget about.
Ooh, nice 6P. All right. Clutch anti-airs. 5P to check him. Yeah, okay, here we go. It's looking like a really good round. See if he can keep it. Oh, RC's the dive. He's spending all that meter just to keep him in the corner. He's not moving around as much. He's noticing
that's pretty good.
TalesofJade has been sniping him out of movement attempts from certain spots. So he's just trying to hold his ground now, and yeah, that was perfect. Did not get touched that round.
Perfect for perfect, because I believe Tails did perfect SlashGordon last set.
Yeah.
Slash out for blood.
Ooh, caught the action charge. Okay, Gordon's slowing it down a little bit. He's noticing that when he's moving really recklessly, he's getting hit. So he's trying to just kind of dictate the pace in a different way now.
And you do not want to get hit by Order Soul.
One of those things is that Haas he's good at approaching, but he's only got like a couple of really strong methods. So if you're playing like this, you can control it a little bit if the player's not mixing it up enough.
Yeah, and
nice, yeah, like those jump back P's, beautiful. Yeah, now he's got his burst too.
Oh my god. Playing across the screen, I see.
Nice, good back dash. Yeah, look at he's just remaining really calm. Look at that.
Oh, and that should be it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slash
on the board.
Finally on the board. Seems like that small adaptation was enough to just make Tails a little bit uncomfortable. However, if you play too passive against Order Soul, you just let them charge going up, which is not what you want.
Yeah, you've got to be really careful to not...
Oh my god! Something cut Rocket! Oh my god!
A Rocket hitbox kind of booty, honestly. Ooh.
That's true, but...
Look at this. Oh, we got the funny voice slide.
Yes.
Hard. Oh, the JTs!
Jumpy. But let Eno
Nice,
out, unfortunately.
Look, he's like, yeah. He's daring him to come in.
Cross up
That
do
guard
not
bar
get
is
hit.
looking real juicy right now.
Exactly what it is.
Oh no! Okay. Okay, he got knocked down, so it's actually okay. Yeah.
Rocket again. Trying to
Ooh,
cross
wait,
up.
that
Oh,
went
get
under
hit this
Jade.
time.
Yeah, the Slash is chilling. You notice it. He doesn't have meter. Can't come right up that overhead.
Get hit by Gunblaze. That's unfortunate. Bandito Volva.
There's again. Yeah. Wow, he's 6 Ps. Whoa!
Oh! He's yeah.
Yo,
He's
my
going
meter!
for the clear. Oh my
meter
god!
gain! Look at that. He's got enough for another FRC now. Can we do something funny? He mashed it. You mashed it there?
He was mashing that throw.
You're like, yeah, whatever, man. I'm throwing. Oh.
Mix-ups? Ain't no way.
Ooh! Ooh, that JH hits so
good
deep. What a fire slash. Nice. Oh, gets around my Gunblade. He knew. He knew it was coming. I'm looking for it. Oh, but there's that privilege. Oh! Oh, the low. Meaty low.
Oh, did not go. Yeah, did not cross up this
Super
time.
turbo meaty. Oh! Oh, get out of there. Yeah, he just needs to get out of the corner. Oh, FP dive. All right, now if he can pick up off this, he can win.
Should be it. Yeah.
Yes,
if
clean.
he doesn't drop that yet, Slash did.
Clean.
In fact, take that round.
The Slash is in a good position here, burst-wise. You know, Tails, his burst is going to take a little bit longer to get full.
Might get it by the end of the round.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's probably going to get one more. He's one more chance at life. Oh my gosh. What a JP! Get out of here! This game's hurt boxes are arcane and mysterious. Nice 5K. Oh, there's another.
Oh my god,
JPs.
speaking of
Over
which,
the JH.
speaking of JPs, indeed.
Oh my god, we have buttons. You know, H normals are just fun. Oh no! Okay, one more hit. Now we got
can we
another
get
burst.
back?
This is big. Oh, he blocks. He actually blocks the overhead this time. Oh no, better revolver too. What's going on?
Only one
Oh
hit.
no, don't. No burst. Yeah, he's chilling. He's chilling. He's chilling. Tails, yeah, wow, watching this.
I thought he was gonna DP after that, actually. I thought Tails was gonna DP.
Dude, hella wanted to flex, like, watching these.
Look at that.
Comedic Italian before falling into the water. But it's okay. Yeah, he's still got some more games. Ooh. Okay, immediate burst. Does not want to, you know, have to actually block, you know, 'cause, you know, who does?
Well, which is fair.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to block anything in this game, let alone Eno. Okay, okay, all right. I guess that 6K just was not meaty. That's the only explanation for what I just saw.
It's okay.
Oh, Fortissimo! Oh, he has had good meter. Good use of the meter. Very smart. Well, caught the backdash, but he wasn't ready. Throws in the wrong direction, but he's gonna make the best he can of this.
Good neutral jump, but unfortunately did not cancel,
no.
and that could cost the Slash life.
I might drop. It's okay.
It did.
Bonk. Doing. Oh my god.
Oh, did not get jump page. Oh
yeah!
And flash.
No! Let's go!
Moved.
Oh no!
Oh no, we
Oh
don't
my
like these.
god, your life!
Oh. Didn't block low.
Oh, you're
I'm
so
sorry.
stunned. You are,
I'm sorry.
oh, you're. Oh!
Oh, it's still
Oh,
traded.
Truly a blockhead move. He's gonna throw!
Ah.
You're oh no, you're just dead actually.
No, you're dead. I thought he was not gonna die and get comboed or get his burst baited, but unfortunately, none of these happened.
If I see counter hit Fafnir, I'm just like, ow. I already know, I don't even need to think about it. Ooh,
yep.
Ooh, oh!
So we have 5-2 right now. Tails 2 games away. Slash 5 games away.
I haven't even been streaming for 20 minutes, by the way.
It's just
What
like
the hell
a
am I gonna
very.
do after this?
It's 2 explosive characters.
Yeah, right? Like, no matter who wins the set, like, even if it goes down to the 6-7, which it might, between these two players, it's like, it's gonna be over real fast.
Absolutely. And after, you just need to.
Ooh, he's 6 speed! Oh, JH! Oh, JP!
No perfect. No perfect. But still, this is the round.
Yeah.
And no burst
good 6H.
utilized from either
A good
player.
6H because he was looking for those neutral, like those jump ins and bounce steps. It didn't quite land. Nice 2K. So wants to engage a little more safely.
Ooh.
Character like invented walking in this game. Oh no, you went 6H. Careful.
Aye. Oh, gets gleamed.
Box. Oh, the low crush. Might have been a drop, but it's okay. Still takes the OP. Nice.
Oh, nice backdash on the Fafnir.
2D!
Crazy. Crazy man.
Oh, cliff drill.
Gets the low.
Oh, he went for
tries the
dust.
But Tails was aware and just backdashed.
But Tails, yeah, he's like, I'm out of here. Better make that meaty. Oh! Why is this guy's throw mash so insane? I just need to know, like, every time there's like a scramble that'll involve throw being the solution, this guy's like, I threw you. Every time.
I threw you. Yeah, absolutely.
This dude is ready for throw every time. I'm just throw.
Yeah, and I think maybe got punished at actually once smashing. But like, yeah, every time there's a true opportunity, Tails is dead. Grabbing. And
oh
it's
my god,
like,
ow, ow, ow! You're nearly stunned! You are nearly stunned! You are up, you are stunned! Not, you are stunned!
Oh, you are stunned, yeah. Aye, aye, aye.
Alright, okay, it's a set point.
It's actually set point right now. Slash needs to do like a miracle right now.
Oh, JD!
There you go.
Button! Oh, that low crash! That caught backdash? Okay, here we go. Finally, SlashGordon gets the throw. He's learned to mash. Oh no!
Oh no, never mind.
But he was mashing too! That's the story of my life. Whoa! Oh, okay. Not a punish.
Okay.
Oh! Okay.
Oh, it gets true.
Here we go.
Finally.
True homie moment. FRC's been out. Please don't let him hit me. Mentality. JK! 6P! Oh! Okay, here we go.
Just going for something simple, but now you need to burst. There you go.
SlashGordon, slash back, not quite. Oh my god, through the 6P!
Oh.
Wait, this actually... No, that's corner carry. It's corner carry. I don't know if it's dead yet, though. One more mix.
Okay.
One more!
Oh,
The throw!
Correct, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, that at the end. I think that's it, isn't it?
It is it.
Holy shit.
That was hella fast. That was hella fast, but that's two explosive characters. So, yep.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I'm gonna wait on the players. King Nothing's like, do you want to do an interview? I have no idea. It depends if they're in the mood for an interview.
Yeah, maybe Tails was like speedrunning through
maybe
these.
Tails like, I gotta pee really bad. Like,
it was like, yeah, that's the thing. Like, you keep your PN and then you're trying to go as fast as you can through the set. That's an actual edgy.
So I think TalesofJade he's like, yeah. What's funny is that like he's like the mountain hermit of host players, you know, like he's always up in the mountains, and then you call him down, he like plays really good, and he sleeps. I'm gone now.
Yeah, he leaves, and then he go back to YouTube and just upload all his set.
Yep. Shoutouts to him and SlashGordon, long-standing Eno mentor. He was actually, yeah. I'm hungry. He was hungry, yeah. No, let him eat. We don't need to give him an interview. Let's let him eat food. SlashGordon's awesome, yeah. Long-standing Eno mentor.
Both of these, and yeah.
Yeah, both these players are really good.
And yeah, we saw the adaptation from Slash Game 3, I believe. So
he has not eaten. He has not eaten. Let him eat.
So right now, everyone, King Nothing is holding TalesofJade hostage.
King Nothing is
please help send the police. Let it cook. What was Jade cooking?
No, you are not coming in here.
I'm just gonna pop in real quick.
You're muted. Nobody can hear you. I can't hear you. You're unmuted.
Oh!
You're unmuted, so you just got... Run it back? Okay, best of 5? Okay.
Go fuck
He's coming
yourself.
back. No, no, no. Let him cook, bro. I'm hungry. I have not eaten all day. You're like, play more plus R. What's wrong with you? Okay, you are never gonna get a supervisor position anywhere in your life. That's never gonna happen. You'd be like, yo, your lunch break, you can put through enough orders. You better not have your lunch break.
I would be horrible at it, but I get the views, okay? I give the crowd what they want. They want more games.
The crowd would like these people to eat. Let him cook.
Do they? Do they? Let's check the chat. Chat.
They're gonna be with me. What was
Chat,
Jay cooking? Exactly. We're never gonna know now because King Nothing won't let the man cook. We're never gonna know what was he cooking.
We need to know. Do you want TalesofJade to cook or do you want him to cook some more games? Your pick.
He wants to eat, bro. I'm telling, let him cook.
He just said he wants to play some more.
Help me.
No, they're done. They're done. Free. It's free.
Oh, okay, they're done.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck to do right now. That's fast. That's good.
Oh, it seems like they're not gonna run the interview. So,
yeah, because you gotta eat food. Let him cook. Let the man cook. See, thank you, chat. Let everybody say hashtag let TalesofJade cook.
Oh my god.
Let this guy cook right now. Let him cook. I'm not cutting the stream. It's staying on until I say so. Yeah. Whose Twitch channel is it? It's not King Nothing's.
There you go. It's over.
Yeah, everybody put that on Twitter right now. I'm just gonna post it with no context. I'm gonna let y'all take it as far as you can. We're doing it right. We do it right now. We do it right by this community. It's on Twitter. You all have a mission.
Alright, fine. You know what? Somebody can clip me going like, do y'all want TalesofJade or not? So you just look like some random ass people who have no idea the context.
You all have a mission. This is your God-given duty. By the streamer right now. No pressure.
Oh, he's doing the interview. T5, look at the
Who's
chat.
doing the interview? Who's cooking?
TalesofJade.
Oh, he's gonna... Okay. So did we ask him what he's cooking?
Bro, you're a horrible person, T5.
What do you mean? He's gonna cook. He's gonna eat.
He's going to do the interview. He just said he's
I
gonna
know
do
he's
it.
gonna eat food, but it's not a horrible question to ask what the man is cooking. That's all I'm saying.
That's the only question that matters. What TalesofJade is cooking.
Alright, so right now we're gonna have the post-game interview section. So right now we just have TalesofJade showing up in the VC. So first of all, T5, T-Spin, you got any specific questions you want to ask?
Alright, okay. I actually do want to know what made you pick up Haas. I'm curious.
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
So wait, so you really want to know what made me want to pick up Haas?
Yes, like the exact reason. It can be as silly as it is, as cool as it is. It doesn't have to be anything like profound.
There's a few reasons. Like, when I was first learning the game casually, Order Soul wasn't my original main. It was actually Abba and Milia. But I couldn't do combos with either of them, so I really couldn't execute with them. So I just figured, okay, let me give Order Soul a shot, even though it's not a side thing. And I realized he really functions like an old school multiplayer character. Really, like from his movement down to his offense, like charge canceling is literally with cancel pressure.
Right, and it's kind of like reverse beat, right? Where you do 2B, whiff 2A, and then you have you're kind of minus, but you can dash in and be kind of ambiguous, right? Yeah.
Basically, yeah. So after that, I didn't really pick him up seriously again until I actually asked. I don't know if you know who a Blake and White is or Titanium Beast.
No clue.
He's another Order Soul player. I actually asked him like if I ever had the opportunity, if I ever had the chance to be a good Guilty Gear player. He just straight up told me no, like I had no shot. So another reason why I picked up Order Soul was actually out of spite.
Right? Yeah, you show him, prove him wrong, right?
Just to prove like a lot of people were wrong. Just to prove like, hey, multi-blood players can actually play this game.
Oh, you started with Melty. That's a good segue.
Yeah, Melty was before this, like I was a Melty head for like 6 years.
Let's go. Who'd you play in that game?
I played Seal.
Ooh, that's a really cool character.
Like in Impact, I played Seal, and then in Current Code, I played FCO, which is funny because I typed Lumina, I played Noel.
Yeah, you know. All right, T-Spin, your turn.
Well,
Yeah,
the
you've been here,
question
right?
that
Yeah.
everyone wants. Yeah. No, it's quite interesting. You have actually the same Melty Blood main as me, and we do not play the same as well. But the question everyone wants to know it.
You're gonna do it, aren't you?
Of course, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
do it.
you're gonna do it now.
What are you gonna go cook after this interview?
Oh, I'm
This
getting
is-
fried. I'm buying fried chicken.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, you know what? That's fair. That's
Fair. That's
simple, effective, and
Delicious.
good. Yeah, yeah. It's
absolutely just like Orbital.
Ah, that's the segue we'll go with. All right.
I mean,
Ooh,
Orso probably eats fried chicken. Like being honest.
I'll ask the question for the hospital.
Actually, a funny story about speaking of Orbital and fried chicken. Really funny story about this. So this was like years ago. I think this was Midwest Challenge 2006. I think this was Slash. So we're dealing with bottom 2, bottom 3 Slash, and Juicy G. He enters the tournament. He hasn't eaten at all, and he's like, "All right, I have $10 left in my name. I just spent my last $10. I have to get at least grand finals to get something to eat." So he wins the entire tournament and comes back with a big bucket of KFC.
That's actually amazing.
This guy's like, yeah, I'm fighting for my life. I need food right now.
I need-
This guy literally got a. Yeah, wow. All right, I'm gonna ask something for the fledgling and/or intermediate Haas players in chat. I'm gonna read their minds. What do you recommend practicing when you're just starting out with the character, or when you need something to work on with Haas?
Charge casting and lead movement. Those are like the two big things. Like combos, his combo execution is very, very low. So if you come from like any other game or play any other character and you just play Haas on the side, his combos are really easy. It's his pressure. It's everything revolving around his combos, like his pressure and movement. That's really, I'm not going to say hard, but the flaws become more apparent with them as you get better with the character.
Right, you have to start being. You can't waste any movement because if you get pushed in a position, it's hard to get back where you want to be. And, yeah.
Right, and what at like lower and mid levels where everyone's like, okay, I'm gonna just go Unga Bunga, build up level 3, spam special moves, or get all those counter hit factors and 2Hs at like higher level play, those opportunities become rarer and rarer. I mean, we just saw watch the stat. I got no counter hit 2 heavies, and I got 2 counter hit factors.
Yeah.
Out of a game set. Like that's not a lot.
Mm-hmm. Well, hey, it just did it pretty good, I would say. It's quite well played.
It was good, and I do want to say, in particular, right? I do want to know what tool within the Eno and Order Soul matchup, which tool is for you the hardest to deal with from Eno's end, and how do you kind of approach that? And just like in general, how do you approach the matchup?
Blocking her in the corner. Blocking her in the corner, her air throw, like, she's just one of those characters, like, I think it's in the Dust of the Wiki that she has, like, one of the worst air throw ranges. That's a flat-out lie. That is a lie. Her horizontal air throw range is insanely big. Like, I don't know if any of y'all play Blaze Blue, but if y'all know about the Merkaba units, V13 and Lambda, you already know what's up. Their air throw ranges are humongous.
Okay.
Right, I think part of it is that, like, her technically correct horizontal range is really small, but because the way that she dashes is, like, forwards and she leans forward for it, it just becomes, like, effective.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you could just, with her, you could literally just dash forward, jump heavy. If you don't get an air grab, okay, you got to counter hit jump heavy. And if you did get the jump heavy, alright, you got an air grab. Either way, they're really good rewards for her.
Right.
I feel you.
And dealing with it is just a matter of, like, avoiding getting hit in the first place when it comes to stuff like that, right? You have to...
Yeah, so another thing to pick apart in the set, I noticed that, like, after Slash took those 2 games back to back, right, he was playing real passive, a little bit slow, and it felt like he was kind of stop signing you. What change did you specifically make between those games and the next? To pick that momentum back up.
It was supposed to just be, it's like, alright, I need to slow down because I'm running into way too many anti-air 5Ps, and Eno's Eno's 5P, it's okay, but it's not like that good of a anti-air button. She's not Milia or there's another really good anti-air 5P for some reason, Slayer. she's not one of those two characters. Like, Order Soul can blow that up, and I was getting blown up by that way too hard. So I'm like, all right, let me slow down. He's chilling back. He's letting me charge for some reason. Let me build charge for a bit, and then try to go on the offense.
Right, I see that. All right. Well, that's been good. T-Spin, T5, you got any more questions? Chat, y'all got any more questions? Let's give them a little bit of time so they can, figure it out. Type up questions. Let's see. Oh, and Macho does ask, how do you feel about the matchup before the exhibition? Or just in general. Like, how do you feel it generally tends to go? And not just corner or shoot last name.
I feel really nervous about it because there's not a lot of Eno players in the US, so I didn't really get a lot of opportunities to practice. Actually, me and Slash, we played a few games a couple days before the exhibition just so neither of us were going in blind, because he doesn't really play a lot of against Order Souls. I don't play against any Enos unless their ping is like 150 plus, which is hell trying to deal with.
I got you, yeah. I mean, generally in the matchup, it feels like it's a very weird matchup because her movement is so weird, and the way that you counter it is like super out of place. Like, your 5K actually being a functional anti-air in a matchup.
Oh yeah. When you talk about the actual matchup itself, I never, despite feeling nervous about playing this particular matchup, fighting against Eno. It's like, okay, yeah, 5K as an anti-air, and unless she has Note covering her up, she can't really dash and pressure like that because of the threat of 5K and 5P. And of course, like, I could just randomly toss out a 5 heavy, and she sticks out anything that's not jump heavy. You see the reward that he gets off that. So yeah, I will definitely say, like, as far as the matchup goes, I do feel it's definitely Order Soul's favor, and Soul's hitboxes, so she can't really get optimal combos with them either, so that also helps.
Yeah, for sure. I do agree with that. So, Tommy Gun does ask in the chat, did notice that Slash was using Sensation a lot, presumably to beat Gunblaze and probably 2D or something like that.
Wait, what move is that?
The one where she whirls the microphone.
Oh, 6 heavy.
Yeah, gotcha. How specifically did you try and approach it? Like, do you have any tools specifically to beat it, or did you just like whiff punish?
As far as like beating 6 heavy, and what situations specifically? Like just a neutral or for Oki?
There were a lot of times where she would like go for it, just kind of neutral. Like you were kind of approaching, and he noticed that you were dashing, and just went for it.
I would normally try to whiff punish because the move hits twice in the first hit. I just learned play the past couple of days has a really distorted hitbox, kind of like a 6P hitbox. So if he just puts it out preemptively, and I try to do something like Rocket, it stuffs it. So trying to deal with that move, you have to whiff punish it. And for Oki, if you try to punish, let's say you try to throw me after level 1 bandit, if I jump up, the 6 heavy will punish, but if I jump past her, the 6 heavy actually hits me super late and I'm forced to block. So the play for me there is to either DP, which I did show a couple times, or to jump for it and hit him with JP. Because her 6 heavy actually, like, for some reason, she has a tall hurt box. So rising JP actually counter hits, which lets me do JP, jump heavy, jump dust for knockdown after something like level 1 bandit.
Oh yeah, I did notice that in the matches. Oh, actually, I think that there was that one time you sent me that VOD from GCG, and I do remember that he would go for that a lot after banner removal. It was on Eddie or something. After
and like I don't know if people ever really questioned, but like a big reason why I personally jump after level 1 bandit is because everyone without fail would do one or three options. If they're Soul, they're mashing 5K or Volcanic Viper. If they're any other character, they will try to grab me, or they'll burst. At which point, that's like the freest burst grab you can ever get. Or if they try to grab you with 5 heavy, that's the freest counter hit. That's the freest counter hit jump heavy that you'll get. And I noticed that it's like every time he'll do it, it's like, okay, he's 6'8", he's throwing me, but he's not doing 5 heavies with 6 heavy, which I can't really jump. So it's like, all right, let me just jump forward out of the way and punish him that way, or DP in his face afterwards.
Yep, I feel that. I do feel sometimes like Ino's options outside of Note, they don't feel particularly crazy at stopping Orso in general, you know? Like, I feel like she's kind of like dicey sometimes and stuff.
Yeah, like, if your neutral game is on point with Orso, with the Orso and Ino matchup, Ino should not be stop siding Haas at all. Like, it's the total opposite. Haas can stop side her really easily. And that is, of course, unless she has a note out, and then at that point, you kind of just have to respect whatever she's going to do afterwards.
Definitely. I did notice that, like, the few times where Slash was using Force Break Note, that would just stop you in your tracks.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
really...
unless you're willing to take the risk to dash in between, if he's doing a high-low pattern, which opens you up to 6p anti-air. So, yeah, that's kind of something you just have to respect. Like, Force Break Note with Ino is her turn stealer.
For sure. I see that. Alright, let's see if there are any more questions in chat, or T5 and T-Spin, you got anything else you want to add?
I'm good. I think we picked his brain pretty good.
I do agree, and we gotta let the men cook.
Yeah, so you just wanted to say that. I want to say that.
Yep.
Alright, well, TalesofJade, thank you for participating. That's the first part, and thank you for being in the post-game interview. Thank you very much.
Yep, bet.
And now go eat, bro. Alright, he didn't even say bye.
Yeah, you just have yums.
Dude, it needs food. Needs
He
that.
always does that. Yeah, it's like, it's not when he's hungry. Like, he just always just dips like that. But alright. So now, Slash. Let me see when it joins. I'll be back in a second. Y'all two take this.
Yeah,
Actually, got
don't
a long lingering question. All right, let me make sure his mic works.
Hello?
Yep.
Hello.
Alright, cool.
Welcome. This is SlashGordon. Yeah.
Hello. Me.
Professional United States Eno player. Thank you for playing in the event, by the way. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, I'm gonna open it up. So first question I asked TalesofJade, what made you want to play Eno? Because I'm really curious about this. What really grabbed you about the character?
I saw the footage of, like, what is it, the G23 on 23 from Slash, I think it was. Like, I had been struggling figuring out which character I wanted to play for a long time, right? And so I see this footage of Koichi playing, and, you know, it's a 23 on 23 in Accent Core, and he, like, turns the other team into his own personal combo video, right? Like, and he got a bunch of air throws, and I love air throwing people in fighting games if I play them. So then it's like, I mean, kind of sucks because they nerfed her air throw range in plus R, but yeah, those were the two things. It's like, damn, look at what this character can do. I want to try that. And then I stuck with her because there isn't really a tool set like it in other fighting games. Like, she's so weird and all over the place. You have friggin' 2/3 screen projectile that, like, goes through other projectiles. You have the note. It's like, I had played like, the characters I like, just that they're the character, their aesthetic, are like Faust, May, and Milia. Where, like, May is goofy, Milia is weird with her hair stuff, and then Faust is also super goofy. And then it's just like, she has some similarities to Milia, but I like that it's more, you have to fight harder in neutral, and then you give them more opportunities to escape when you have your knockdown, but you're so much more explosive. Like, they make a mistake and you can kill them for it off of, like, one good read in neutral and then one good mix-up on some characters. That's crazy. So, like, she gives you a little bit of everything. She's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't play enough Street Fighter to make a comparison to Akuma, but one of those characters that's like, oh, let's make them friggin' busted, but then give them weaknesses so that it's not unfair, right?
Right, yeah.
So,
Something
it's just fun.
like,
I stuck with it.
Something like, I don't know. I don't even know if there's, like, a real comparison I can think of. She is really unique. It's like,
Yeah.
the same reason I'd play someone like Cliff, because it's like, sure, like, I have really bad health and I die really fast, but, like, if I have meter and I guess right, you can just lose,
Right.
right? Like, it's like that, right? Yeah. 100%. All right, T-Spin, you got something?
Yeah, I won't do the comedic question this time. I'll go exactly the same question we asked Tails before this exhibition. What did you think about the matchup, and what do you think about the Ino Order Soul matchup in general?
So it's Haas's favor. I want to say, like, I could still study it more. I don't know how much his favor. It's at least a little bit, but I don't. It's not Ino's worst matchup, so it's not like it's super bad. But yeah, getting more and more experience against different, like, really strong Order Soul players is helping a lot with that, and it's
Yeah.
Ino's weakness is when she has to commit more, like, she's a funny character in that she doesn't have to commit a whole lot when she makes contact with you. Like, there's a joke in there somewhere about, like, the kind of person she is, that, like, if she touches you, she doesn't have to commit, but if you're committing a lot in neutral and the other player doesn't have to, but you have to do it to beat the moves that they're using, that gives them, like, a really big edge against her, and, like, that's just built into her toolkit, right? Like, she doesn't get to self-gatling on with her, like, jump P. A lot of characters can do that, some can't. And so you look at Haas, and, like, his jump P is really good in this matchup, specifically because it's, like, it's faster than hers. So if you go into a clash war, he's eventually going to beat you, because his can start 1 frame faster. You can't reliably anti-air it from the ground with the way he shrinks his hurt box. So it's like, you also can't really beat it from the front that reliably. Like, you kind of can, because Ino's jump P is more of like a disjoint in front of her, but usually you wind up clashing. And then, like, if you 6H, which is really good in this matchup for Ino, but even her 6H can wind up, it flings from underneath, and that's where his 6P is disjointed a little bit, so it'll usually clash that, and that makes him kind of safe, but 6H is a really committal move for Ino. So it's like, that move is effective, you have to play around it, like, you don't directly challenge it, and, like, that's not a big deal. You do that against, like, Faust jump H or, like, Johnny jump S, right? But it's a jump P, so you can, like, self-gatling on with that thing and just, like, control space with it. And then another move that's, like, surprisingly dangerous, I went out of my way to not open myself up to Gunblaze as much, but when I played that other Haas player, like, practicing for this matchup today, I can't remember their name, I was getting rocked by Gunblaze, because it's like, Ino's lows don't actually reach all the way to the ground, so you can low profile under them, and then, like, if you're in the air, Ino's not great at hitting directly below her. Like, she has jump K, which is good, it's got a little disjoint, but, you know, you have a move like Haas's 5H, or you have a DP or whatever, you blow through it. And then, like, Gunblaze low profiles and anti-airs. And so, if you're really reactive with Order Soul, and you just make sure that you do it at the right ranges, like, you don't do it blind or stupid, you know, can punish that. But, like, from the air, like, I can't force scrambles and mess with the other player against a Haas the way I can with other characters, because, like, if I do that to a Soul, he's gonna just, like, DP. And now I have him DPing and I can bait it. With Haas's Gunblaze, it's like I run into it. So I can't be doing these stupid air game shenanigans, because he'll just Gunblaze, get out of the corner, or get past me. And now it's like I'm in the air, forced to block, I have to FD it, and I might get crossed up, right? Like, so those two tools force me to play around them a lot more, and that opens up his other tools to be effective, right? So it's like, that definitely makes it hard, but there's probably solutions I don't have for his other tools. It's just that, like, also, if I stroke the big tree, we pass each other, I go straight into Gunblaze. And then, like, his 5H anti-airs, but he's got a hitbox on his foot, so it counter hits the stroke the big tree, and, like...
Wait, what?
Right, like,
Wait,
there's a lot of
what?
little...
What the fuck?
Yeah, there's a hitbox on Haas's foot, so that's why I don't do it a whole lot in this matchup.
What the fuck? What? No, hold on.
Hold on, opening dust.
Oh my god, he's not even lying!
Yeah, like,
Of course he's
no, you don't want to blindly stroke. You can still do it. You know, you gotta blow up certain
Yeah,
moves.
that's
But the risk of, like, 6H or 5H, like, 6H is worse because you get dizzied, right? Like, that's like a May matchup thing. You don't want to get yourself dizzied and lose the round off of it. At least Haas won't IK you. So, like, absolutely May is worse for Ino than Haas is, because, like, Haas isn't, like, touching you once and then insta-killing you, but, like, there's a lot of little things that tilt it his favor because of things in neutral. But, like, where it's at now, I couldn't tell you if, like, Kai or Haas was worse. is worse for Ino. Like, Kai does different things that are hard for Ino to deal with, like he controls better. Haas like swings and forces you to roll the dice more, and the dice rolls tend to be in his favor, but they aren't always. So like I gotta play with the matchup more and figure some stuff out.
I just didn't know his 5H hit like that. I don't think that's crazy. I just had no idea that it hitbox that low.
I do want to mention a funny little thing. 5H is usually not a good low crush, except in 2 matchups. Ino and the Order Soul Mirror. Because the one move that consistently beats Gunblaze and jump-ins is 5H. And it's horrible. And I love it. It's horrible.
That makes perfect sense.
But I love it.
Like explaining cliff mirrors to people. I don't even try anymore.
No, you don't explain.
No, I don't. I mean,
in general.
No, cliff mirrors make 5H look like a testament normal. That's literally what it does. You press 5H and you feel like you're pressing like a normal made for World Warrior. Like,
and you want to know the worst part? Like, you know what that just like makes me think about immediately? The time that you hit me with close slash and it whiffed. And I was behind you because of Gunblade.
Oh yeah, and it
so
hit
you
anyways.
Just turn around and the other 2 actives activate just on the other side.
Yeah, well, it's because it touches the floor.
Oof.
Cliff's close slash is it's active for 7 frames. I don't know why. A majority of them are actually when the blade is on the floor, and if your hurt box extends sort of into Cliff, it'll hit you anyways because it's super immediate. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, that's Cliff. That's not we're not here to talk about Cliff.
But now I do have a question for Slash. So I did want to know, as the matches were going, what was kind of like your mental state going into the first match? Then, Tails got a huge momentum lead on you, but then you kind of started taking back a little bit, and you go for 2 games. Then again, Tails got some of the momentum back. I kind of want to know what was going through your head throughout the matches.
I don't pay attention to the score for things like this. If it's a tournament like best 2 out of 3, it's a lot more obvious, but on a longer set, I try to just put that out of mind and not worry about it too much, and just try to think about what the other get a read on what the other player's doing. When I'm like really, really confident in a matchup, I try to get a read on like even their emotional state, on like if I can piss them off or agitate them or make them unsettled. But on a set like this, it's just I'm not paying attention to the score because I don't want to I don't believe in like momentum as a concept for this kind of thing, because like momentum, inertia, it's unless there's an outside force, right? And like there's tons of forces that are like even on block there's pushback, right? Like there's all these things that just like no, I don't believe in momentum as being a thing. So it's just we're playing. I'm trying to figure out what else I can do or what they're leaning into, like what they're favoring in the moment because that's working, and then play around it.
I see. That's actually interesting because I kind of do agree with you. And a lot of time when I'm like, generally when I'm speaking with people, they'll bring up the concept of momentum. And I kind of thought I'd bring it up because, again, it's very common. But I do agree with you that to some degree, if you're letting the matches affect you on an emotional or mental level, or like the difference in matches and stuff, it actually does kind of worsen your play just in general, right?
Right.
As much as it might like power you up because like, oh, I'm hype, I'm like 3 up, when you're like 2 down, even if you're not playing particularly bad, that's gonna knock you down a peg, It's really nice to see. I did like your moment-to-moment adaptation. Like again, you adapted well. And when you got those 2 games in, like I'll be honest, I also play Order Soul. I was cheering for you, man.
Thanks.
So. Yeah, another thing. What was one thing that, like, you actually kind of feel like you learned in the middle of the matches? Like, in the heat of the moment, what was one thing you picked up on that you were like, oh, I didn't know this could work?
So, that's, like, the kind of thing I hunt for when I have time to practice.
Yeah, he's
so it's like...
Yeah.
Like, I don't run into as many, like, I run into knowledge checks when I don't have a lot of experience with the character. Like, I played against an Anji right before the set, like, just trying to warm myself up. And I still get knowledge checked by that character because I don't, like... We don't really have a player from, like, locals before rollback was a thing. Like, we have an entry-level player, so that doesn't really help me a whole lot. and we had another player that's like a longtime Kai player who was like starting to learn Anji. So like he knows fighting games, but he was still too new. So like I just don't have the experience, right? And like that, I get knowledge check and then I figure out things. But for this, it's like I tried to make sure I knew things ahead of time, and I was just trying to inform my decision making on like which moves do I favor if I can't react and punish something, right? Like what things am I just doing naturally? And probably I defaulted too much to playing like defensive or create space. Like I want space because that increases my opportunities to do things safely. But I let him, you know, catch backdashes with Rocket, or I blocked just a little too much. And then there were situations where it's like, one of my go-tos is I play a lot with like I-being some things into FD, right? Like the amount of pushback keeps increasing the more you block something in a block string, like as long as it's an airtight block string. And so it's like you instant block stuff and you like try to create a gap and sometimes you just poke out, but sometimes it's like you instant block 1 or 2 moves just to FD and it still pushes them out and makes them whiff their next move. And there are times where it's like I got him to whiff something, tried to whiff punish, but my normal still whiffed and then I got punished again, right? So it's like those were things that I guess I was recognizing. I'm like, oh shoot, I need to like not do that because that'll get me blown up. But then that tilted me to being too defensive and gave him more wiggle room to like throw me and stuff. So, yeah.
I see. And there is one particular thing that I picked up on while watching the matches. I don't know if it was a misinput, but I did notice between the first 3-ish or 4 games, you were going for horizontal chemical love a lot on Oki. Was that maybe a misinput, or kind of what was happening? Because I did notice he went for it, and like almost every time he got punished on block.
Oh, my problem there is that's +3, and I was trying to like do it into itself or do it into something, and I dropped the following input, so then I was getting punished worse, right? Like the go-to punish for that move is instant block throw it. If you don't do that, you run a big risk that like I mean, if you just panic and DP to get out of that pressure because you don't know anything, and like that's not what he's gonna do because he knows how to play the game, but like you could just block. In other situations, it's like you do it to bait throw, right? Like you get them to try to wake up throw and you blow them up. And that was kind of working when I used Air Super. Like I do Oki Fortissimo and like I got 1 or 2 of those, and like on block that's plus, but like meterless you get to do HCL. And if they block it and it's not an instant block, you can go for it again and see if they try to throw you, right? Because like the go-to is you instant block throw, and if you mess up the instant block the second time, you still try to throw, you get hit. But otherwise, then you just kind of like back yourself off or like 2K or something. And I was messing up that following stuff and getting punished. So like the error wasn't the HCL. Maybe I should have done it a little bit less, but those were deliberate to bait throws, knowing that they would be plus and I should be able to do something after, and I was messing that part up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tricky, right? You know. All right, I'm gonna recycle my other question because it's awesome and really applicable. And we got the players in chat. They're very dedicated. I went into an lobby, literally played for the first time in my life, in that 1 a.m. lobby with everybody. Had a great time. Really fun character. But what would you recommend to somebody either starting out or at an intermediate level with the character to really practice and hone in on that would really improve what they can squeeze out of her?
Okay, let's see. The one of the trickiest things with the character is her neutral, again, because like you tend to commit. So a lot of players, they're gonna like if they're learning a new character in a fighting game or they're learning a fighting game first off, one of the easiest things to practice is combos, right? Or just block strings or whatever. And like people will emphasize the combos and then just like maybe do rote practice of the combos as their block string because they haven't practiced something else. And like at like an intermediate to advanced level, you start to pick up on that. Like a soul player that just does bandit revolver like on block, like they should be fishing for a jump out, but they just do it, and you're like, okay, instant block throw or like instant block the prior hit 6p and blow it up, right? Like you have options.
Right.
So you gotta like there's a big movement with like the newer players that I really, really am happy with, that they're like figuring out optimizations like how to get 3-hit note knockdowns, because there's like gaps with 2-hit note. That you probably noticed I do a lot of FAR S for Oki, right? And it's like, why don't you do note? And it's if you only get 1 hit of note it's like it's not worth it. You want far S because it's more plus and that gives you more options. 2 hits is like better than far S, but there's a gap. You either leave the gap at the beginning or at the end. 3 hits, you can make it airtight. And so these other players are like making those optimizations, and I'm really happy about that. But it's like when you're first starting, learning that kind of combo routing, like getting that kind of precision, it doesn't help as much as like just learning some block strings to bait the other player doing something stupid. And like you're a character that's just like you knock them down, you shoot a note, you do something. So
Right,
even
yeah.
if your Oki isn't perfect, just like when you're first learning, you got to be working on like your neutral or like work on patterns, like your block strings or whatever,
Yeah.
to elicit the actions you want from the other player. And like that's hard to do because when you don't have experience, you can practice things for yourself, but you're not practicing against things that you know that they're doing. And it's hard to like you could record something the other player's going to do, but you have to have like enough execution with their character to like practice the thing they would use to escape or a thing they would do in neutral, and you don't know what that is. So it's like people just default to combos, and like really you can practice some block strings just to see if they'll like be stupid or let you back in, right? Like they might DP at a bad time or whatever. And then at the next level, you just gotta like looking at the hitboxes on the wiki helps a lot, but they still currently only show active frames. So there's stuff like extensions before active that you can punish. Like you saw me probably opening some rounds with 5p, and I think on one of them I actually counter hit something at like, you know, round start distance. It should have been far S. That's like what I'm fishing for, just to like make him not do that. But there's like little things like that. Like a weakness to Haas's 5H is that he does this weird spin around before he swings his weapon up, right? When he does that, he leans forward. So like there's a range where you could stick out like 5p or 5k with Eno and counter hit 5H. There's some risks involved because if you're like fishing for that and you do it at the wrong time, Haas could like punish with rocket. But you know, that's like you're doing the whole like trying to control space thing, and you're not going to know that option is on the table for you unless you're testing this kind of stuff. So it's like when you're new, practice block strings, not just your combos. Practice just the most basic combos. Don't worry about like the ideal knockdown setups or whatever. You're an Oki character, so just like shoot the note and do something. It's like good enough to start.
Right.
But then start practicing, like just pick one character at a time, whichever character you play against the most. Although now we have rollbacks, so you can play against whoever. And like just record them doing stuff and then just test normals against the recording and see what you can do to beat it. Like there's a lot of interplay there. Like Johnny Far S, like most people know that like you can crouch under it and that sucks for him, but not a lot of people realize that like his arm extends his hurt box before the blade goes active. So you could also control space just by like sticking a normal out and he sticks into it.
Right.
Same thing kind of applies to his 5H. He doesn't do that with Mist though, so like be careful, Mistfinder will blow you up, right? Like there's like no hurt box on that thing. So
Like,
that interplay is there. Sorry, that interplay is there, and like you should fish for it. That's like one of the things I fish for the most when I'm practicing, and that's why I'm like, I don't get caught a whole lot off guard by like normal interactions, because I like specifically hunt for that and look for weird things where it's like, oh, can I counterpoke this? And like as long as I get a knockdown, I don't even care if I get a full combo a lot of the time. Or sometimes it's just I want to hit to discourage you from doing the thing that like is really rewarding for you if you hit me, just so I can do other things.
Yeah.
So
Something I tell players a lot when they're starting out. In my position, I always say, this game's hitbox design is really literal, so if you're looking at the animation really carefully, and you want to test if something works, there's a good chance it might. So it's good to try it. Like, this game's hitbox design is unlike any I've played, really. As far as I can measure. There's a lot of games they design hitboxes for interactions they want, and in this game that is still true to a degree, but like, the fact that they so literally match the animation enables so many weird things, like what you were talking about with the 5p or the little spin around with Haas, right? Like it's so nuanced. Or like things like, oh, you can hit Faust in his foot, so like you can anti-air certain moves he has in a different way. Or like with Testament, where if Testament jumps and does nothing, Split 5p will never hit him, hit them. But if they jump and they do JH and you 5p, you'll hit them in the foot, because their foot has a box. it's stuff like that. And I think that is 100% like one of those things that players should be looking for all the time, especially with a character like where you can't whiff cancel Gatlings like you said. So you've got to place your buttons very well.
Right. Like at least she has it with 5P, right? Like 5P, 2P, but like in the air, that's like a big weakness for her because it's like you're more committed in the air because like dive. Typically they're like really unsafe. I do it a lot just because I'm trying to like mess with players, and if I have meter, I'll cancel it and do other stuff. But like, you're committed a lot more when you're in the air with her, and then like especially because her jump H. Most people remember that like they buffed jump H going into Xrd by making it not counter hit state until recovery, but that's still a thing in this game. So you have this like 60 frame recovery normal that's full counter hit state on whiff, and you're like, I'm gonna air throw. Oh no, I missed because I have the lowest air throw range now, and now I'm gonna get blown up, right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. So, yeah. You have to know how to place your normals. Like that's a big thing with this character. But if you do, you're in a good spot.
Yeah.
Also, at least they gave her force break dive. That move is like almost BS how strong it is.
That's
like the
super
hitbox
good,
is great, and the very first. Like, there's a couple frames before active and the first active frame are like she's strike invul. So it's like, that's the move to beat stuff that's in the air. The weakness to it is that, it has startup, so that it's not a DP. You need base to start the move, and then it costs you meter. So that keeps it from being total BS, but like, that move is incredible. That's why I like throw it out in neutral, just like waiting to see if he sticks a hurt box into it from like 2/3 screen, thinking, oh, I'm gonna be sneaky. He's not gonna expect a rocket from all the way over here, or like, this other move from all the way over here, like Bandit Revolver, and then like if he had done it, he'd got hit, right?
Yeah, so. It's since you can move after, you're not totally putting your ass out there when you do that.
Right,
it's not like JH, right? So it's a lot less risky. But yeah, I agree, and especially on that note about consistency and practicing really basic things like your pressure and your general offensive theory, right? Your conversions can be as simple as they need to be for a lot of characters in this game that have like relatively streamlined Oki, like Cliff is another one, or Kai. Like those are characters that have really, really like, you knock them down and you do thing. And then you can build on that as you get better, but it's good to start with what you can do consistently and try and introduce new ideas as you go.
Right.
Awesome. Well, I think that's about all the questions I can ask. You got any more, T-Spin?
No, I don't have any more question, but like adding on what Slash was talking about. And it applies to any character when you start up. Like the neutral is pretty hard to know what to do, and even like when you get into a big game like Plus R, because it's still 25 characters, so it can seem overwhelming to new players. But just playing the games online and using the replay takeover that like was implemented, that's actually like that helped me to grow really fast.
Replay takeover is so fucking good.
Yeah, because like it just like it's real, like it's a real match. Like you don't have to. Well, of course you can go ask like other players that plays other character what to do in certain situation, but you can also try it out for yourself if no one's available, and that's just an awesome feature that a lot more fighting games could benefit from.
Right. Thank you for bringing that up, because like, I still sometimes forget that that's a thing. Like, I practiced with that too. I used it to help practice for the event today. But like, I don't even think of it as, oh yeah, make sure you use replay takeover because it's still so new. It's not the first thing on my mind. It's like, control the other player like in training mode and tell them to do a move and test against the move. But like, the benefit of replay takeover is the other player was using it in a context that makes sense for their character to use it against you, as opposed to just like in a void where you're just testing shit. So because they're doing it at a time that makes sense, you're testing practical counters to what they're doing, as opposed to like, they're not always going to do a move at the spacing that you're looking to use your counter from, whatever move you're testing. So replay takeover is great for that.
Yeah, it's honestly a huge part of why so many characters are developing in interesting ways. Like, the things I've been able to test with Cliff and the things other people have been able to test with other characters has been like incredible on Replay Takeover. Super, super great tool. And it's good for new players because it gives them context in situations where they might be lost or they might not know how to record something. Like, I have no freaking clue how to structure a good Testament block string. I can't do that. I mean, I play the character and I have like a basic idea of it, but I can't do it like Kesuke does. So when I get the chance to play with him, I can actually look back at those replays, and I have like this like ideal form to work with. Super, super good.
Alright. Oh, since you're a Cliff player, if I like post a funny like combo clip I saved, would you like play it for people to see? You'll probably appreciate it.
Yes! Yes, I will! Yeah!
Alright, yeah.
You know the kind of person I am, yeah.
Shoot.
Transparent.
Files are too powerful. Hold on.
The fucking...
Don't I have something smaller?
If you upload it in the Plus R server, and if it's
Yeah,
like
there we
a
go.
clip worth posting, you can totally submit it in clip submissions and get into the YouTube channel, and at the same time embed the video. It's a win-win, really.
Okay. I'll post it in the Eno chat, and then you can open that in the Discord. Does that work for you?
Sure, yeah, I can download the video, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no.
There it is.
Okay, but you didn't tell me it had Cliff in it. That's cheating! Oh wait, Cliff JD? Oh my god, okay, this is gonna be something weird. I'm excited. Let me,
Yeah, have fun with that one.
I'm gonna put it on stream right now. Hold on.
There you go. That's a fun one.
Let me get it in a meterless... Oh my god. Let me, Hold on. Oh no, I didn't want to make a new scene. No! No! No, BS. No.
Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay, it's alright. I stream all the time. This is like me. My normal environment. That's why, King Nothing asked me to do this, because he knew.
Yeah, thank the three of you for like so much for doing this, because like
Oh yeah, no problem.
I know a lot of people are starting up events and stuff, but there isn't a whole lot of like there's a lot of tournaments, but not a whole lot of like character study stuff like this. Like I appreciate this because that helps new players like focus in on like matchups.
Yes, and
That's pretty
learn
cool.
new things from people that are very
That
good
has
with the
been
characters. Yeah.
200% the purpose of this entirely. And if anything, Slash, and I do want to take
Was
this.
that his 2H? Let's go? Oh my god,
Hold on, what
yeah, it
happened?
does do
Hold on, let me
that.
see it. Go back.
Hold
go back
on, no,
to
no,
it.
I wanna wait. I can
Oh
frame
my
step
God,
it in this
yes,
program.
yes.
Wait, hold on. No,
Yes.
no, wait. I'm gonna open it up in Media Player Classic where the frame step actually works because DLC Media Player hates my life.
That looks amazing.
Yeah, no, hold on, I'm
just
excited.
saw.
I'm excited because I press Cliff 5K a lot, and I don't know if you know what that move does.
Oh,
Oh, the launch on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
it's the
yeah, I know
launcher,
it's
yeah.
good. No, I press Cliff 5K hella all the time. So like whenever I see a move do something like this, I'm like, oh yeah, because I would do it. Hey, wait. I think was it control? There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna frame advance this. Yes. Yeah. What a powerful
Oh my.
tool. Yeah. Nice punish. Yeah. Meterless. Yeah. Yo. Sick.
Oh
See, now
my
I have to
It's-
find the Cliff 5K video.
Yeah, Eno Jump Dust is like, I mean, people know that it's an effective tool, but they sleep on the hitbox on it.
Mhm.
Like, they don't realize that actually the front part of Eno is disjoint, and then she's like, she doesn't have a hurt box below, like, half of her body. You know, because she does the splits in the air, but, like, the lower leg doesn't have a hurt box.
oh my
And then the
God,
top leg is
box?
hitbox,
Oh, that's
and then her hurt box
amazing.
is behind it.
It like,
So, like, you-
Soul JD where it just has a massive hitbox on the crotch and it's just like massive.
Oh, that's an amazing. Oh my god. Wow.
So you can kind of, like, I mean, there's a lot of landing recovery, and it's slow to start, but you can kind of just throw this move out in some matchups. Haas is kind of one of them. There's some risk, but like it'll beat Fafnir, right? Like if the Haas player is using a lot of force break Fafnir just because it's a good move, like you can blow it up reliably as opposed to trying to fish for other things that are kind of scary. And like on counter hit, it's worth it. Even on a trade, they get launched into untechable knockdown, so typically you don't like trade in their favor, like against Pot happens a lot. But yeah, so Jump Dust sometimes it's you can throw it out and just fish for a counter hit and get something.
Okay.
Great.
I got a response. It's basically the same thing. Hold up. It's exactly what you're talking about when you mention like it's on stream. You can see it.
Oh yeah, I should open up the stream. I've just been talking and not watching.
Ah, yeah.
I'll close.
It's the same thing. Oh my
So-
god. This
Rip
little
Bozo.
foot.
Did you imagine
This little foot.
the little foot?
Just. Oh my god.
Was this? Oh, was that Dizzy 5H?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you-
Okay, yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Plus R is a good game.
Yeah, Dizzy's 5H is another one of those moves where it's like Hurtbox goes active first and then the hitbox is
Yeah,
there. So
and-
like you can counter poke it.
Yep. You would never notice until you like tried it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And here's the hilarious thing. Order Soul 5 Heavy also does that, but it only does that on the upper half of his body. Which means that if you try and go low, he will literally low crush, as in literally dodge the low and then put a massive hitbox over
Oh,
you.
so it's like
It's essentially Fafnir while also being a
yeah,
anti.
it's kind of like dollar store Fafnir, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah, except it has way more recovery and doesn't whiff punish as much, but it's amazing.
yeah, it's nice to have. It's on the nice to haves list. It's like how Cliff Sweep is like maybe the only forward profile move I've used in a fighting game. I don't think there's any other move I've used that does that in anything.
It's essentially just the micro teleport. Like you
It
literally
is. It's
just
so weird. I can't explain it. I don't know why they didn't change it. They had it all
Actually,
the time.
Yeah, you know how you explained to me that like the move basically pole vault from Cliff. You know how it doesn't actually move him forward and it just
Yeah, no, it
teleports
literally
him
just So the game it just like literally moves his position. So like you can go through testaments, like you can go over testament trees on the floor, and you won't activate them because the game just assumes that you were
Really?
never at. Yes, the game assumes you were never at the spot to activate the tree. So if you're really precise with 214K, you can quite literally teleport past tree detection, and you can also
Oh,
use that to
man.
like warp through webs. It's really weird. I don't know why they programmed it that way. I'm assuming they couldn't get like a smooth velocity on the move or anything because of the way it's animated, or because he is a missing link character. he's using the same moves he was using in GG1 with pretty much no alteration, outside of like.
Oh, so they literally just copy pasted the code and then just like placed a new
I would
sprite over.
I would honestly believe that they did that.
Yeah.
If you told me they did that, I would be like, yeah, yes. But we're getting off track. More or less, though, that's just the power of replay takeover in the stuff in this game.
I did want to make one last comment.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Slash. If you have anything left to say, if you have do you have anything you want to add at the end?
Not really. Just take care of yourselves out there because the economy is rough and like all these other things. Like, yeah, take care of yourselves.
Yeah. And thank you for coming out again and putting yourself, out there, because that's not easy to do. That takes a lot of courage, I would say, to play at an exhibition. Even though people are like, oh yeah, it's easy. Oh no, I really do respect it. Thank you.
Yeah. For this, thankfully I was able to be like, I was pretty enthused about it, and I didn't let any pressure get to me. For like a major though, I'm not gonna go to a major unless I can practice a hell of a lot. Like I just dropped the rest of my life, anything that's not work, to like try and practice.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot more pressure around something like that. Like I would like to go in thinking, oh, I'll just place however I place and play my best, but I feel like I'm repping the character because there haven't been a lot of players, and so it's like the pressure starts to mount in those circumstances. And with this, it was a lot more like I was still playing to win, of course, but it felt better doing this.
That's why I'm more about exhibitions than tournament, because again, there's not a lot of Cliff players either, and so like it's hard to not feel pressured when you don't have all that other people doing stuff for the character. It feels like sometimes, or like just feel responsible and you feel like you have to prove something, even though it's like really silly. It's a completely like normal thing that ends up happening to a lot of people, right? So I think exhibitions and like team events and like long sets that are streamed are just fantastic because they're way less stressful. The environment is a lot more conducive to learning, and learning is something that I'm excited to do with this game because the rollback has really helped crack it open.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I agree with it. And I too have a little bit of experience with trying to rep something that isn't very represented, and I do agree with the sentiment of like feeling all the pressure on you and being like, ugh, whatever, that kind of stuff. And I do agree that it's kind of silly, but it happens. But I did want to say that's why I want to frame these exhibitions more around the idea of learning rather than who's gonna win, who's gonna do this, who's gonna do that. But it's more around the idea of how far can we push this matchup? How much can we see of it truly?
Right.
How much more could we do, and how much more, or how much are we doing at the moment, and how much further could we take it? and that even goes for both characters and their execution, ideas in neutral, funky hurtbox interactions. I mean, look at like NT5, like what you do with Cliff is basically like know an extremely jank interaction for every single possible interaction.
I'm so sorry. Well, listen, all it came from is just instant block mash duty. I'm like, oh,
I know.
Oh, wait,
I know,
it does that here.
I know, but it's you know,
his hand is in his hands, like, oh no, but it's true. I would never
honestly. I rest my hands in my head every single time we play, like right after. Like after that last match between Insani and the time where we had to run it on stream, I was holding my hand in my head, absolutely. But that's why I want to frame these more around learning, and that's why I'm very glad to have gotten you on, because, you know, I've seen you on the server. You're a guy who loves teaching, you're a guy who loves showing, and I'm really glad we got to get you on here. I'm really glad you got to give out a lot of your thoughts, and a lot of people, you know, they were in the chat, they were going like, yeah, I agree with this, oh, I don't agree with this, oh, I think this, I think that. Someone in chat was going like, yeah, FB dive, every single FB that, you know, has this bullshit. Like, all of it is just BS. And like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Force Break Note is wicked strong too.
That move's awesome.
Yeah, no, actually, I did mention it to TalesofJade during the interview, like, anytime you place that on the screen, the game just like stopped for a few seconds, and it was like, all right, man, slow down.
The goalposts completely changed. Like, I gotta block this. Get off the screen. Get out! Yeah. But yeah, I think that's a good closing point. I don't know if there's anybody streaming plus side or raid, but
at the moment, no.
Hold on, let me look it up.
All right, so I guess I'll bounce. I have a thing to get to anyway. So.
Yeah, well, thank you again.
All right, well, lovely having you here, and I hope you enjoy your thing. Bye-bye.
Yep, take care. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it. See you next time.
No problem.
Thank you.
Hi, T-Spin. I forgot you were there. Back to the dungeon you go. No, I'm kidding.
Why does the Canadian keep Canadians in their dungeon?
Yeah,
why?
that's called
Because
gatekeeping.
Yeah,
We call that girl bossing around here.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, I don't know, the 24/7 replay channel, and you know what? The 24/7 spectator channel is fucking awesome. Let's go raid that shit. I don't know. They're probably airing some like random South American versus.
Wait,
like...
there's a tournament going, no?
What? No! There are no tournaments. This game has no tournaments. No, I'm kidding. Let me see. Let me check the events tab. No! What are you talking about?
Oh no, Grand Final just... Never mind.
What are you talking about? Dummy dumb?
It's like the first time I've heard a real person say a boot. Like it actually happened.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Oh no, never mind.
That's the first time I've heard you make an observation about anything I've said.
Yeah, well, you know what? That's because usually my observations are unable to go.
Oh, actually, wait, there is an exhibition going on.
Oh, where?
Let me send this to Deem. Oh, I wanted
just tell me. You just
Who
say.
Is I don't. I'll use
it's Pepe.
but I don't. Oh, it's Pepe.
Wait, is he not? Does it not say he's streaming? Oh, sorry.
What? But
he's streaming.
It is saying he's streaming plus
for
me.
Let's go. Crimson Shin. I think I've seen them on Quick Play. You know, yeah, we're gonna fucking raid that shit. That's South American. They play for like violence over there.
Oh, it's
you ever see a South American plus tournament? It's like that shit's like an in-game knife fight, and like outside of the game, they're like, "Oh yeah, man, that was great," and it's like Raimaru just like shaved off half your life bar, and he's going like, "Yeah!" He's like making he's about to make a guitar cover on that combo.
Absolutely.
Like, oh yeah, but we're gonna raid them.
Yes.
Let's go tell them that this game is pretty good and was made by people who are probably way overworked. Yeah. Peace, everybody, and remember.
All right, later.